Hello, welcome to my live stream. It's Mish. I feel like I need to talk really fast. I have a lunch date today, so I want to be really quick. But I had these thoughts this morning and I wanted to share them with you. And one of them, it was about money. So it's about money and about when you want to make more money or you want to be, whenever you're an entrepreneur, it's like there are a million different pathways that you can follow that are set out by other people who have done the path that you can follow in order to make money. To make money as an entrepreneur, to do all of the things. But when it comes to breakup, to separation, to divorce, and the breakup can be friendships, it can be relationships, it can be somebody that you've dated for a short space of time, but you feel that is so painful and it's such a rip. And there are very few, if no, pathways that you can take in order to mend, to repair, to come to completion, to understand the journey of what's next. It's kind of really unknown. And a lot of people find that that is the dark night of the soul. That would be where you go into deep depression or you kind of lose yourself or you forget, you've forgotten who you are in the past, and it's this place of the unknown. It can feel chaotic, it can feel really overwhelming. And so it's why I'm so passionate about what I do. I support women who are going through separation, divorce, breakups to help them find themselves again, to reconnect to their bodies, to their sensuality, to their sexual selves that might have been asleep, put to bed, or ignored for years and years and years in their past relationships. And so there are pathways, there are steps that you can take in order to come to completion, in order to heal from that past relationship. And so, and there are many different ways. A lot of it is communication, somatic practices, and all of these different things. And so it's why I feel so passionate about what I do, because I want to show you a pathway. I want to show you the steps that you can take in order to come to completion, to heal deeply. Because what I find is when that happens, when that big rip happens with especially a love relationship, separation, divorce, I find people go off searching. They're trying to find something, myself included. They're trying to find something. They're trying to fill the gap. They're trying to fill the loneliness. They're trying to fill that space that's no longer there. And there isn't a deep understanding of what's actually happening or what could happen in that space. And so that can look like years and years and years of searching, of going out, of spending lots of money, of, going to healers to feel like you need to heal because you're so broken. And while that's okay, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, I've done all of that. And I felt so broken. I felt that there was something deeply wrong with me and I didn't know what it was. And what it was I was coming to the end of a completion of a relationship. It was my divorce. It was that the dream life that I thought that I would continue living was coming to an end. And it ended. And after that was a new relationship that had to form and develop, both with myself, with my ex-husband, with my kids, and with life itself. And so I went and spent years searching until I found these processes that helped me understand what was happening more. And that was that there are beautiful gifts that happen from our marriage. It's not a failure. It's not an ending. It's just a completion of that phase so that you can step into a new phase and a new way of being. And there are different steps that you can take. So I have currently a client who I'm guiding through a spiritual divorce practice. And that looks like that coming to completion, the understanding that about the inner seasonal cycles of our body and how that affects us, and that completion that needs to happen within the divorce relationship in order to fully complete, to move on, to invite in and embrace a new relationship. Because so often, if we don't complete that process, we're bringing that baggage into a new relationship and we're bringing the weight of that into to meet someone. And that's not always fair, right? We heal through relationships, but we also need to bring ourselves to a space where we are healed, whole, and complete to a degree before we meet someone else. That's what I invite my clients into. We come into deep self-reflection. We look at where our patterns are, how we are showing up in the world, how we meet relationships, and how and where that might need to change. So the event that I'm hosting tomorrow night is the Ceremony of Endings. It is a completion process. It is this space where you get to come together to heal, to complete that cycle, to honor and recognize and notice the gifts, if you can, of that partnership, that relationship, that lovership, that friendship, to allow you to then move on. We are bringing our objects that belong to our exes, if you still have it. I'm sure if you looked around your room, your home, you might find something that either belongs to them or reminds you of them. I know for myself, whenever I've worked with clients, there's always something in the back of the cupboard, the back of the underwear drawer. There is something there that you didn't realize that you still held that needs to be released. It needs to be let go. So we're bringing that to the ceremony to bless it, to honor it, to see it as a symbol of this completion. And then you will connect to your intuition to see what needs to be done with this object. So for myself, I had my wedding rings, and I completed the cycle with that. With my wedding dress and my wedding album, I did a burning ceremony. So I burnt my wedding dress, I burnt my photo album, and that completed something for me. So it's about that completion cycle. That's what I needed to do, right? I needed to get rid of my wedding rings. I needed to I didn't need to burn the wedding dress, but that's the symbolic essence that I had, that I wanted to bring to the ceremony. I was ready. It took years to get there. I mean, if you have a wedding dress and you love it and it's beautiful and you've spent like hundreds if not thousands on this dress, to burn it, it feels like you're burning money. But for me, it was setting myself free. To burn the wedding album, for me, was setting myself free. I still have some photographs. If I find them, I'll share them. I still have some photographs that I love, and I cherish them because I'm in it with someone that means something to me. It's not my ex-husband's family or with him. It's the people that mean something to me, and I love the photograph. And that's the only reason why I kept those. So I ripped a couple out, I kept those, and I burnt the rest. And it just transmutes powerful energy when you take an object. Sometimes it holds so much meaning, and once we release and let that go, we're creating new space for something new to come in. So that's what we're doing tomorrow night in our event. If you want to join, if you're watching this and you've got this and you want to join, reach out to me and I will get you all the links. I will sign you up, and I'm going to go and let the kitty in through the window and go and meet my beautiful launch date. And I deeply appreciate you being here and listening to me, and thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, and thank you for joining me.